How much of a man are you? This phrase is now considered toxic and something that should never be said. But if you look carefully what it means, it represents how much pain you are able to handle. How much are you willing to endure? Simply put, are you ready to pay the cost of being a man? The fundamental difference between men and women is that men have to prove their worth and women don't. If you are a man, you are recognized for your success. If you don't at least attempt to outshine the competition around, the world becomes your enemy. Society will label you as irrelevant. Women will ignore you. You'll enter a stage of self-hate until your existence becomes unbearable. Welcome back to Potent Logic, gentlemen. Provocative wisdom and guidance for every man. The game of success is mandatory for every man who begins after adulthood. Let's look at some harsh realities of the cost of being a man. Participating in the game of success is mandatory. What does this mean? You may wonder that I have no room for joy and pleasure. The answer is no. Instead of despising the game of success, learn to appreciate it. Have fun with the game. It's a game, as the name implies. Actually, your entire existence is a game. You will encounter several characters with differing abilities and specialties, but your main goal is to level up. Equip your character with the first-rate knowledge and abilities, and then dominate the market. As a man, you will have to start proving yourself as soon as you reach the age of 18. In certain nations, even earlier. For example, in some countries, men must establish their worth as early as the age of 5. They are the only source of money for their family because they are men, and the responsibility of providing for the family falls on them. However, there is a catch. Do not confuse being a provider with being successful. Many men provide for their families, but only a few are successful. In a recent community post, we wondered why most men fail and never succeed. Some of you ask an excellent question. How do you define success in the first place? In short, your surroundings will define success as wealth. Simply put, it refers to your financial and social standing. However, if you assess yourself by the standard, a rich child is far more successful than you. Your value is the appropriate measure of success. Despite the fact that money, power, and status may appear too materialistic, however, they play an important role in the game of success that you must learn to play. So by all means, attract them and take advantage of them. However, in order to be truly successful, you must increase your worth. This includes the value you add to yourself, as well as the value you add to others. For instance, suppose there are two people named Sean and Howard. Mr. Howard is filthy rich, but he spends all of his money on beer and Pornhub Premium. Sean, on the other hand, earns a little income that he puts towards his gym membership, custom-made diet plans, and charitable contributions. Who was the more successful in this example? Howard, by global standards. In fact, if you examine the Instagram profiles of these two men, you'd agree that Howard is significantly more successful. But think about it again. Who adds the most value to himself and their surroundings? The answer to the question of which man is successful is now much clearer. Again, don't use this as an excuse to not create more money, but instead, prioritize your success definition over all other considerations. Thus, value, money, power, and status are the fundamental aspects that jointly comprise the term success. In other words, a high-value man should be capable of earning money and using it to acquire power and position. Remember that the game of success is extremely competitive, and you don't have much time. The Pareto principle says that the odds are stacked against you, but the one factor that can change the odds in your favor is time. The first step is to recognize that you are a man who must play the game of success. So, where do you start? Simple. Begin by understanding yourself. As I previously stated, Assume you are a character in the video game. I want you to understand your character and characteristics. Determine your apex values and your strengths and weaknesses. Check that your strengths and extreme values are in sync. Now, give up all else in your life that doesn't assist you to achieve your highest values. For example, you understand that money is a big issue that requires your attention. The first step is to examine your configuration. Will the formal education system assist you to achieve that goal? If not, start looking outside. Remember, this is a game, so have fun and enjoy the ride. Consider different characters who can teach you tactics and help you level up. Find a mentor who has been where you want to go and follow their identical formulas. The same is true for the prize. If you examine your character and discover that you lack the ability to esteem others, concentrate on your social credibility. One of the most important lessons you must learn as a man is how to make sacrifices if you want to succeed in life. Your future prosperity is determined by the sacrifices you make to your current comforts. Every day, the cost of victory is suffering. But remember, it's a game, and as such, I've learned to appreciate this suffering as well. For example, one sacrifice you must make in order to advance in the sexual marketplace is to forfeit your bodily comfort. You must go to the gym whether it's raining or freezing, whether you feel like it or not. You may not feel like doing anything at first, but you must fake it until you make it. Persuade yourself that you truly want to be there. Persuade yourself that you want to make friends. Convince yourself that you are truly interested in what they have to say, and you will gradually transform into this person who is all around masculine and valued. This is what it means to love the game and the cost of being a man. If you refuse to play the success game, you will be looked down upon and labeled a failure. If you play it and win, you will spend the rest of your life securing your place. Now comes the exciting part. Simply deciding to play the game puts you ahead of 99% of the males around you by committing to this game to become high value. Your chances of winning are really good. So instead of wishing to escape the pain, learn to appreciate it because success is already in your favor. And these are the cold hard truths of being a man. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to show your love. Tap the subscribe button and hit like. Comment down your thoughts and opinions about today's topic. And let me know if you want me to do a specific topic. As always, it has been a pleasure.